Just letting you know, this is only my spoiler first impressions of the episode. Check my pinned comment for a free gift related to this video. And to watch my unfiltered reactions with exclusive bonuses, join my Asha Media TV Club. The link is in the description box below. Now, here's my afterthoughts of this episode of Supernatural.
This was really good. Really, really good. I'm just disappointed with one thing, but I think they'll probably make it up to me with something more crazy. So we'll start with my disappointment. I really wanted to see an alliance with Crowley and his mom. I wasn't kidding when I said I thought they were really going to go Shakespearean, where they know that they're manipulating each other, but they're still benefiting from the manipulation, if that makes sense. And I thought he was going to use her powers as an asset. I mean, if anything, he's always trying to gain more power. He's always trying to get bigger and, whatever. So at the very least, considering that she's always giving tips on sprucing things up, I thought he was going to use her powers to do so and then kick her to the curb kind of thing, because I could see him doing that. And then she would have she would get out of it whatever authority she wanted. But it seems like they're going to go the solo route. I was going to say route because I've been trying to say route the American way. And just for the hell of it, to see if I can keep up with it. But I'm Canadian people, so I'll say route. Rowena was under the false impression that she couldn't do big time magic because this coven was hovering over her like a helicopter mom, From that episode, you find out that was all a sham because they lost everything because of the Men of Letters. So, if I'm not mistaken, or if I understood that properly, this now leaves Rowena completely free to do that big magic. They end off the episode with her walking down the road. So, that's the path. That's what I'm trying to get at. That's the path, which I think is going to be pretty epic. And then having that final say to Crowley that she's going to make, his life a living hell. He's definitely going to have to deal with her on a big level. So yeah, that's that story. I'm glad Crowley's taking a step to gain back some balls, so to speak. But I did like the touch on Crowley getting a little soft, and now he's trying to gain some edge, although I don't mind the softness, and there is a way to gain edge without having to go back to being too heartless, Still want to be a likable character. So I'll take faith. They'll do some of that for me to see. But let's now move on to the bigger part of the story that I appreciate the most. All right, so that was my disappointment, the thing with Crowley and Rowena, but it's nicely drowned out by the wonderful appearance of Jim Beaver as my beloved Bobby. Where am I going here? Sorry. My mind's all over the place. I'm thinking all kinds of possibilities with Rowena. I'm still on that. Okay. Yes, Rowena. Well, actually, yes. That one of the possibilities that I thought they were going to go with, and I was like, right? When she's like, it's only just a curse. And I'm like, she's the key. All right. So we're going to use this big bad witch to get rid of the curse, but then maybe not because she's going to do something else solo. But one way or the other, I'm still convinced it's going to take, as they say, or as they said, God-level magic. So, God. I'm just going to... I don't want to keep doing it, but I'll just say it. God intervenes to help out Dean. That would be a good time to come into the story. Okay, move on from that. Okay, Castiel, yes! Castiel, that moment. It's my favorite scene. That's what I'm gonna have. This is my favorite scene. Castiel, Metatron, taking his grace, shooting him in the leg, show him who's boss. I'm like, whose plan was that? Did they plan that? I think that's Sam's plan. Or then again, it could be Castiel's plan, because, trying to get back at him for the way he tricked him. So they tricked him good. And seeing Metatron shrink like a little flower after all that big talk that they say right back at him, that was really satisfying. Really satisfying. Nicely performed, of course. And the only thing I have as a question, and break it down for me if you're so willing, is there was really no need to do it behind Dean's back, considering that the last episode, Dean was fine with trying to find something. And that's what I thought was going to happen, that they were going to be like mutually looking into stuff rather than behind his back thing. That's a bit confusing, why'd they make that choice. Unless he doesn't believe Dean. Maybe I missed something in that episode too. Maybe I misunderstood that conversation. I'll leave the corrections up to you. You know, I look forward to your comments. Share. Until the next reaction video. Peace out. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Good night. Good morning. Good evening. Okay, Asha's going.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and check out my other videos.